Hola, hola, queridos amigos. Welcome to Learn Spanish World. I am Mr. Briggs, your Spanish teacher, helping you learn Spanish more and more each day. Today's topic is how similar are Spanish and English? Have you ever thought about the similarities between English and Spanish? That's right. Stop for a moment and just think about it. There are so many things in common between Spanish and English. For a start, both languages are international languages, highly regarded as important international languages spoken in many corners of the earth. Both languages are spoken in many continents by millions, hundreds of millions of people, but there are some specific reasons that make them very similar. Hey, you! Yes, you, my dear amigo! Click the subscribe button and the bell. In that way, you won't miss out next time I upload a lesson. Gracias. Número 1, number 1. Did you know that Spanish and English are closely related to each other? That's right. Spanish is closely related to English. Both Spanish and English belong to the same family of languages, the Indo-European languages. So, next time you think of Spanish as a foreign language, think about it more as a distant cousin. Número 2. Number 2. Much of the grammar, vocabulary, and structure are the same, meaning that you picked a great second language to learn. For example, el carro es muy moderno y sofisticado. The car is very modern and sophisticated. Can you see the similarities? Número 3. Number 3. If those previously reasons are not enough to convince you that they're so close, think about this. Spanish and English, both languages use exactly the same Roman alphabet. ABC, ABC. That's correct. We also have the same alphabet in common. Both languages use the same letters. This in turn makes the Spanish alphabet one of the easiest to learn for English speakers. Once the basic formula is learned, speaking and spelling in a consistently accurate manner is just around the corner, making getting started with the Spanish language less overwhelming than with most other languages. And once you learn the basic formula of Spanish, speaking and spelling in a consistently accurate manner is just around the corner, making getting started with the Spanish language less overwhelming than with most other languages. So we can say that the foundation is basically the same. Both languages are European and share many things in common. Número 4. Number 4. How similar are Spanish and English? Número 4 will show us how close they are. Same words, same spelling, cognates in Spanish and English. In fact, did you know that there are over 20,000 Spanish and English words that are closely related? I'm not talking about 1, 5, or 10. I am talking about 20,000 words. You want to see some examples? The word idea is spelled in exactly the same manner in Spanish, idea. Or the word base, base. Animal, animal. Director, director. Think about it, 20,000 cognates in both languages. Número 5. Number 5. Let's continue exploring, and this should motivate you to learn Spanish even more so because of the similarities. The similarities between both languages should motivate you to continue learning it. You picked a fantastic language. Número 5. Number 5. Let's continue learning how similar English and Spanish really are. Pluralization. To make things easy, Spanish and English pluralize in the same way by adding s or s to the end of words. This is not true of all languages. We take this for granted, But the fact that both languages pluralize in the same way makes it way easier. Los buses, the buses. Los buses, the buses. Las bananas, the bananas. Can you see how similar Spanish and English are in these examples? Número 6. Number 6. 6. Even the numbers sound similar. Capitalization, punctuation, and spacing. Just think, even from the title of this slide, we can clearly see the close relationship between Spanish and English. You can literally replace every word one by one. Capitalización, capitalization. Puntuación, punctuation. Espaciado, spacing. Now, this is not the case with every language out there. For example, the Thai language does not use spaces between the words in a sentence. Imagine how difficult it can be for English speakers trying to learn it. Spanish, on the other hand, uses spacing like English. Sometimes we take all these similarities for granted, but it does make a big difference when it comes to learning a language fast. Número 7. Number 7. More reasons why Spanish and English are closely related. Let's see the evidence. Spanish parts of the speech are similar to English parts of the speech. Spanish has all the parts of the speech we learn in English in the school. You don't have to learn them again. Spanish has verbs, verbos, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, etc. And they work in a very similar manner. Adverbios, adverbs, adjectives, adjetivos. Número 8. Number 8. Approximately 40% of all words in English have a related word in Spanish. That percentage is huge, 40%. Number 9. Número 9. Are you beginning to see the whole picture? Try making connections between both languages. The more connections you make, the easier it will be for you to learn the language, because you'll be able to look back at something in common both languages have. Dialects and accents are similar to English. The Spanish spoken in Spain has different words, and some of the letters make different sounds from the Spanish spoken in other Hispanic countries. Likewise, this is similar to the way the English of England is different from the English in Australia, Canada, or the States. Número 10. Number 10. What do you think is evidence número 10? Interesting facts about Spanish and English. Both languages have many interesting facts. English and Spanish. Spanish is one of the easiest languages, if not the easiest for English speakers to learn, due to the many similarities between both languages. English, on the other hand, is also one of the easiest languages for Spanish speakers to learn, because of the same reason, that countless similarities found in both languages. So there you are. If you speak English, you can easily learn Spanish. If you speak Spanish, you can easily learn English. They are, in essence, distant cousins. Both Spanish and English were heavily influenced by Latin, which was the official language of the Roman Empire. We can find thousands of Latin words both in English and Spanish, connecting both languages. International projection. Both Spanish and English are in the top 3 lists of most spoken languages in the world. Both languages are spoken in different continents and numerous countries. Did you know a new language has appeared from the combination of Spanish and English? It is known as Spanglish. It is known as Spanglish. This dialect or Creole language has resulted from interaction between Spanish and English used by people who speak both languages or parts of both languages. It's mainly spoken in the United States. ¿Sabías que? Did you know that the most common letter in English is E, whereas in Spanish is the letter A, but closely followed by E also. So you'll be hearing almost the same letters in both languages. ¿Sabías que? Did you know that Mexico is the world's largest Spanish-speaking country? Its population is 110,535,000 people. It is a huge country. And the United States of America is the world's largest speaking country. Guess how many people live in the United States? With over 329 million people. As we can see, these two super languages are very close. As we can see, both languages are closely related. For a start, they both belong to the Indo-European family of languages. And not only that, they share a Latin origin. English is a Germanic language, however, it was also heavily influenced by Latin. Not to talk about Spanish, which is an 100% Romance language, also with some influence from other dialects and regional languages in Latin America. But if we take into account the similarities between English and Spanish, we can conclude that it is easy for an English speaker to learn Spanish and vice versa. Both languages have thousands of words in common. When we compare this fact to learning other languages, we can understand why these languages are similar. Excelente, my dear amigos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, you know a bit more about how similar English and Spanish really are. I hope that this video motivates you to continue learning Spanish. You can do it. Don't give up. Excelente, my dear amigos, queridos amigos. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, click the red button and the bell so you get notifications for my next video. I hope you enjoy it. Have a lovely week and I'll see you soon. Hasta pronto. Adiós.